Hey everyone, welcome back to Bring It Back. If you're new here, this is a channel dedicated to find the beauty and bringing back the excitement in thrifting, one thrift find at a time. So this week, I wanted to go to some small towns, and that's kind of been the whole basis of this channel. Is I've been wanting to thrift in small towns because I feel like that's where you find the unique and fun and really get to see another side of the town and the city and the people that live there and all of the things that they have. And so this week I went to Taylor, Texas. That is just about, I think, 30 minutes outside of Austin. It's like North Austin. And I think they'd be a little bit mad if I called them North Austin, but it's north of Austin. There is a very big Samsung plant there that they're planning on making a bunch of little chips for your computer. So all of this stuff runs well. And there may be a lot of new people that are being brought into this town. And so they've really made an effort to keep their town a small town vibe feeling. And I love that. There is just over 15,000 people in this town, and they've been here, since the 1800s, when all of Central Texas was kind of founded through the railroad system and created through just agriculture in the area. They're an agriculture town. So seeing what they had to offer in their vintage and antique stores and their vintage and antique mall was really exciting. And I feel like you really got to see the side of the city that has been there for hundreds of years. And yeah, it was 100 years. Yeah, 100 years. And I wanted to take you with me. So let's go. Let's go to Taylor. Today we are going to Taylor, Texas. What's in Taylor, Texas, you may ask? That was a bit much. I'm so sorry. Taylor has this little antique mall that I really want to go to, and they also have a high school that has turned into this place where you can, all of the rooms are different shops, and I think that they turn the cafeteria into an arcade. It's a 2-story building. I'm so excited to go, and it's a Wednesday, so I feel like it's not going to be that crowded. So let's see. Let's go to Taylor. So the first place we're gonna go is Old Taylor High School, which is the multi-story, essentially shopping center. It was an old high school that they turned into a bunch of stores. What a great use of space and development. So that's 3 minutes from downtown, and downtown is, I think, the few streets here. So let's go to Taylor High. Just how grand this school is. All right, let's go in. As soon as you walk in, there is this little stand that shows you what time things are open and on what day, which is so smart because this isn't a lot of people's full-time job. This is just another thing that they've got going on. And it's just another thing for you to plan out your week. So I started walking around to see what was open, And I noticed all over they had these photos of different time periods around the high school. So like from the 1960s and I think the 70s possibly. And I just thought it was really cool so you could see the history of the place that you're in. And it was a little too eerie downstairs, so I decided to go upstairs where there was a little bit more commotion and excitement going on. And I went into this store that had the cutest things, and oh my god, these windows. What? They had these windows in their school? That's crazy. I'm genuinely shocked at how much light this brings in. It's like perfect for this store. This store was so adorable, and honestly, if I had an unlimited budget, I would buy a lot of things in this store. I just did not have the money for some of the things there, or the space really, but it's just such cool things. And I had a great time in this store, just wandering around and looking at all the fun stuff. Okay, next we're approaching the school auditorium, and I physically cannot comprehend an auditorium with an opening on the second story. That was a little confusing for me because, like, in my head, you walk in on the bottom floor and like the auditorium is there, but I don't think I've ever been to an auditorium on the second floor, so I'm wondering if they have to go up the second set of stairs outside to make it into that part of the auditorium. And I think like where we were was more the stage side, so I just really want to know the logistics of how school plays happened and how people had stuff going on. This is the cafeteria that turned into an arcade. It was closed that day, but going back to the auditorium, I'm so confused, and I think that what I need to do is just go back and go figure out what the outside of that building on that side looks like, because I just like cannot comprehend if people walk up to the second story to go into the auditorium, and the fact that like, I mean, that's where it had to be because it's literally on top of that cafeteria. I went into Old Taylor High and it was adorable. These windows are amazing and they let in so much light. This must have been a really nice school for them to go to. There's other parts of the school, like I don't know exactly what was in these classrooms, but there's other parts of the school that is being used for restaurants now, which is really cool. But it just looked like a quintessential like 1960s school. Anyways, here's the other place. That is a restaurant. I think I'm just amazed. I want more of these around town. Like, they really used the space and I loved it. And it, like, that is such a specific trope that everybody knows that I think it's so interesting to see. I'm gonna hit up, I don't want to go down Main Street, but I'm gonna go and like look at these homes and these huge trees. Well, as soon as I say huge trees, they're all gone, but like these are big historic homes. There's people. I don't like filming people. And the Pizza Hut. Alright, we've made it to the Vintique Mall. Let's see what there is. There's like, I don't know, there's stuff outside and there's people shopping, so that's a good sign. What a cool store. This place had so many fun things, and my favorite that I can't get out of my head was this Frogger. It was in the shape of a leaf, and I feel like that would look so good on like a big shelf or the middle of your table. I don't know, I'm still thinking about it. Maybe I should go back and get it for myself, but nevertheless, I
went through what feels like every nook and cranny of this place, and I still don't think I saw everything. And while I was there, there was so many vendors adding more things there. This is a brooch collection. I'm in a brooch phase. Maybe we could talk about that later. But while I was there was a bunch of vendors just like adding more stuff, and I was like, where are you guys getting all of these things from? There's so much here. Also, I love these cups. I've been thinking about them too, but I just can't justify more mugs in my mug collection. So, where are they getting all this stuff? Anyways, I started walking through trying to figure out what I liked, what I didn't like. Do I need any more things? Do I need some like fun Christmas stuff? Honestly, always need more Christmas stuff. But I think that you could really give a sense of the type of people in this community. And now knowing that a lot of people from Austin are selling their things here, I think that this is more of a collection of Central Texas or Texas as a whole, hey, and less so of actually Taylor. I do think that there's quite a few individual booth spaces in here that are all Taylor all the time, but I think that there's just a collection of antique, general Texas type of things, and I feel like you can see the uniqueness. There's some of these things, but you can also see the mass-produced, like everyone in the 80s had that type of thing. I will also say I'm trying to get better at filming this for you, but I don't know if you can tell the camera being jolted around in every which direction. That was me in real time learning or like seeing all of these things that I wanted to get and show you, and just like there were so many things to look around at. And it was a little bit overwhelming, but that's kind of like the thrill of the hunt type of thing, like you're always on it. So maybe that's just like another reason why I love thrifting and antiquing, is just so many things to like get excited about. And this store had so many things to get excited about.
Alright, so that was a great time. That was a great mall. They had so many good things, and it was really well priced for a lot of the things. I don't feel like I need anything right now. There's a few things that I was like, if I continually think about it, I will come back for sure. I did end up just getting this little scarf clip for $5, and it's just so that I can wear my scarf around my neck. The person in there when I was checking out, such a sweet guy, said that they have a second antique store that's down the street, and that's where all of the people from the Austin Antique Mall that just shut down at the end of around last year. Yeah, last year. So that just shut down. So there's 3 or 4. I think you said 4, and I think the 5th one shut down. Antique stores. It's more than I thought there was today. I was just gonna go to these 2, but now I'm like, we're in a race for time it's 4 o'clock. Let's see how many more antique stores we can get to today. Right, this is where he said is a 2-story. And also, I don't know if you can see the heads in the thing. What time does this place close? I don't know. But let's go check inside. It smells like barbecue in here because there's a barbecue restaurant right next door.
Alright, this is the 2nd floor of the Vintique Collective, and those stairs were showing their age. Me coming up there, I was a little scared, and the floorboards on this place, they are showing their age. It is crazy how old this place is, and it just feels kind of fitting. Well, I don't think it feels fitting. It's a little bit strange that there's all these old things that people are trying to resell in this old store. So I went over to the next store and they were really nice there. They helped me look around, find some cool stuff. Like these displays were so interesting. And as I said before, I'm looking for brooches, I'm looking for jewelry. I want to find unique, cool things to add to my attire. I want to bring brooches back, you know, like just like some cool, fun jewelry to add some shine, some bedazzle to my outfits. And I feel like maybe not even the outfits, like maybe all of my accessories too. I don't know. We're still in the works of all of that, but the store had some really funny items and some really just like cool stuff. I had a great time wandering around here. There was only one moment that I was not in a cool place, and that was when I saw these monkeys on this couch just like waiting for me to enter into this back room. It felt so ominous and so scary, and I felt like they had souls of their own and were waiting to take mine. And I didn't spend that long in there. I was scared, and so I walked right back out. And I think I still have my soul. I'm not sure, but I don't think they took it, honestly. So I just continued to walk around and immediately forgot about the soul-stealing monkeys. So I think this may be a easy come, easy go situation. Overall, great shopping experience in these stores. I had a blast, and I hope that you get to go and you get to hang out and take a look at all of these items that they have here.
Alright, that's my trip to Taylor. That was such a great town. I wanted to start this channel as like me going to towns and telling you a little bit about them, and then telling you like you should go. It's fun. And this is a place you should go. And this, I think, is going to be a series that I'm going to call Tiny Town Thrifting, where I'm just going to go to small towns and see what they've got. I do think that I should have gone to some thrift stores. I didn't look thrift. I just looked antiques. I just looked at vintage. And what I do regret was not looking at a thrift store, because I think as I was driving out of town, I saw one. And I kind of regretted that, because I was like, doesn't look like that's good stuff in the window. But I can go back. I can always go back and show you if you really want to know. I'm happy to go back. Happy to travel beyond my years for that. So, yeah, I'm thinking about starting this little series called Tiny Town Thrifts, where I'm just going to go around to small towns and look at what they've got and let you know if you should spend your time and energy finding some good treasures there. And yeah, I think that's all I've got this week. I had such a great time. If you have any places in Central Texas or anywhere near you that you are interested in, like, I would go, but I don't know, like, is it really worth my time to go drive 40 minutes out of my way? Let me know. I'll check it out. I'll check it out for you. I got nothing but time here. So, thanks for joining me. I had a blast. Well, that's my life. I had a great time. And I don't know what we're doing next week. Come back next week. We're going to do some of this and some of that. And maybe a little bit of this. So, thanks for joining me. And I'll see you back here next week. Bye.